Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to prop it up? Meet the Pop Sockets phone grip with expanding kickstand in black, your new must-have accessory. Don't miss out. Grab yours today. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Hey there, and welcome back to ElectroDrive News, your #1 source for the latest news in the electric vehicle industry. I'm your host today, and we're talking about a story that's got everyone in the EV community buzzing: the U.S. electric vehicle market amid trade and policy uncertainty. So, let's dive right into it. You might have heard that the Trump administration recently imposed tariffs on Chinese goods, including EV components like lithium-ion batteries. And if you thought that was a problem for Tesla and its competitors, think again. Because the real issue here is the impact these tariffs are going to have on the entire U.S. EV market. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, but wait, doesn't China produce most of the world's lithium-ion batteries? And yes, that's true. But what's really interesting is how the Trump administration's broader policy shifts are going to significantly impact the U.S. EV market. For example, Biden's administration set an ambitious goal that 50% of all new vehicles sold in the U.S. by 2030 would be battery electric vehicles. But here's the thing. The Biden administration also imposed a 100% tariff on Chinese EVs and a 25% tariff on lithium-ion EV batteries. The aim was to safeguard U.S. manufacturing while accelerating the decoupling from Chinese supply chains. However, under President Trump's leadership, that plan has been thrown into chaos. Trump recently imposed a 145% tariff on Chinese goods, which includes EV components like lithium-ion batteries, and has shown little interest in protecting the EV supply chain. This means that U.S. EV manufacturers are going to face significantly higher costs for battery cells, which will drive up EV prices and dampen domestic sales. And let's not forget about the impact this is going to have on U.S. consumers. With the federal EV tax credit set to be eliminated, several battery investments have already been delayed or canceled, including LG's Queen Creek plant in Arizona, planned for EV and energy storage batteries. Now, some of you might be thinking, but what about the benefits of a stronger U.S. manufacturing sector? And those are definitely valid concerns. However, we've got to remember that this policy shift is going to disproportionately affect U.S. consumers, who will face higher prices for EVs as a result. So, where does that leave us? Well, it's clear that the U.S. EV market still faces significant obstacles. Trump's broader anti-EV stance, combined with policy rollbacks and the recent halting of domestic battery projects, will continue to present major headwinds to growth in this sector. But don't count us out just yet. We'll be keeping a close eye on developments in the U.S. EV market, and we'll bring you all the latest news and analysis as it happens. From ElectroDrive News, I'm host Naeem, and we'll see you next time.